Well, it's time to get flooded by some loser Bears fans, but it's alright. What's going on, guys? GZTV, and holy shit, it is fucking playoff time. And certainly, in retrospect, I would have loved to see my fucking team move on to the divisional round. Could have very easily did that. It's just inexcusable, man. I'm not making excuses. Injuries weren't a problem. It's just our dumbass fucking coach. But we had two insane wildcard games. This was one of the best days of football. Definitely this season. I mean, classic game between the Panthers and the Rams. Crazy game. One of the best games in division rivalry history between the Packers and the Bears, and one of the biggest meltdowns in playoff history, especially for the Green Bay Packers going against the Bears. That is insane. We have a lot to get into. We have a lot to talk about. I guess I could talk a little bit more about these games, given that we only have 6 games at most to cover this week, and some of these could be blowouts, so I might not even cover them all, but these games were fucking phenomenal. We have 2. Let's go. Alright, so starting with the Panthers and the Rams, a game that we thought would have went way differently. Honestly, the Packers-Bears, kind of expected the Bears to win in a close game, just not in the fashion they did. But Rams, kind of a concerning game. Matthew Stafford does have a late touchdown pass to Colby Parkinson and lifts the Rams past the Panthers by 3. This was a tense playoff opener, and this is concerning. Now, I know the Panthers are the division championship here. They should be winning the fucking game, but they were 10-point favorites as underdogs. Does that ever happen? The NFL is a weird place. Puka Nacua stepped into the huddle with the Los Angeles Rams trailing by 4 with 2 minutes and 38 left. The home crowd roaring and his team's season on the line. They advanced to the divisional round. I got my first prediction correct. Get to the other one here in a second, I know. Panthers failed to convert on 4th down. The Rams advanced. Kind of a devastating drop from Jimmy Horn, who is a rookie. Gotta give this team some time, man. They got Jalen Coker. They got T-Mac. This team's destined for great things. Bryce Young at the helm. You got Chuba Hubbard running the football with Rico Dowdle out there. Crazy. Good stuff for Colby Parkinson. The Panthers blocked a punt. I mean, this was just absolutely electric, this fucking game. We were in Carolina. The home crowd brought it, and to an extent, I do think that was a factor. You saw Cam Newton walking into the stadium. It was a really fun moment. Shout out to Bryce Young throwing absolute darts. Bryce Young having one of the best games, I think, of his fucking career. Now, it didn't really look like that on paper, but if you really watch this game, this guy was thugging shit out, dropping the ball in unbelievably good spots, and there you go. Matthew Stafford had a bit of a stall period, had a bit of an iffy period, but he still ended the game 24 for 42, 304 yards, 3 touchdowns. Him and Bryce Young traded picks, still looking like an MVP candidate to me. And honestly, this Panthers defense was playing out of their minds. J.C. Horn, Mike Jackson, Rose Boom, Derek Brown. That defense is nasty. Bryce Young, it is his first playoff game. 21 for 40, 264 yards and a touchdown. He did throw a pick, which is costly, but can't really hate on the kid. Chuba Hubbard got in the end zone twice. You get Puka Nacua, great game to continue an insane season for him. 10 catches, 111 yards and a touchdown, but holy fucking shit, man, Madden should have team of the week in the playoffs. Jalen fucking Coker, 9 catches for 134 yards and a touchdown, and the Rams had solid defense. You know, Cameron Curl went out there, was in the secondary playing really well. This was a fucking crazy game. I don't know, I don't think any playoff game can get more crazier this year ever besides this Packers-Bears game I just watched. I mean, first off, fuck you, Lafleur. I'm not going to come here and be super negative, but I want to get this off my chest. Fuck you, Lafleur. Fuck you, McManus. That's it. I'm not going to blame the defense. They did give up 28 points in the second half, but they also only allowed 3 points in the first fucking half. And the offense was getting 3 and outs again and again. Like, dude, do something, Lafleur. Caleb Williams rallies the Bears from 18 points down. They get a 4-point playoff win, obviously, over their division rival, the Green Bay Packers. That is unlimited, timeless bragging rights for Bears fans. GG's to Bears fans. I'm not here to be negative. I know I was talking shit.
Oh yeah, bring the same energy in the next video.
Motherfucker, I couldn't. We ended the season on a 5-game losing streak, and that is inexcusable. At Lafleur, you are gone. And for anyone on social media saying this is Jordan Love's fault, respectfully, go fuck yourself. You should not be a fan of this organization. You should not be a football fan. Caleb Williams dropped back, pump faked, and found DJ Moore wide open down the sideline for the go-ahead touchdown. It seems time and time again. DJ Moore did have a couple drops throughout this game, but time and time again, when it comes down to it, he's making the plays. So shout out to him. That's amazing. Yeah, they erase an 18-point deficit. Absolute stunner. They go to the divisional. I mean, it's not like they were supposed to lose this game, but you see 21-3 at half. There was a point the Packers literally had a 98% chance to win. Even worse, they were up by 11 with like 5 minutes left in the game. That is just a game you can't lose. The Bears' preparation has always been keys for the game. That's what guys like DJ Moore said, and they were prepared. They went to the locker room. Ben Johnson drew some shit up after some absolutely fraudulent 4th down calls to come out and win. The Packers couldn't convert the Hail Mary. That final drive did definitely have some nuances, and it's like, holy shit, can we fucking do something? Crazy touchdown for DJ Moore. Zacchaeus got a touchdown. I mean, man, They just pulled within scores every damn drive, and it was just slowly crumbling down. And honestly, I knew when we were up 21-9, I was like, yeah, we're probably going to lose this game. That's when it got concerning. But Jordan Love, a generational playoff game. I don't care. 24 for 46, 323 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't care. He outplayed Caleb Williams. I don't care what you say. Caleb Williams, though, still a fantastic game. Still a fantastic recovery from that first half. 24 for 48, 361 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He did throw 2 picks, but when the Packers offense couldn't do anything, it didn't really fucking matter. Romeo Doubs, gotta give him credit. He did drop some passes, and Matthew fucking Golden, my dog, finally got a touchdown, so that's great to see. Romeo Doubs had 8 catches, 124 yards, and a touchdown. Fantastic game for Colston Loveland. One of the best rookie tight end performances I've seen in the playoffs ever. 8 catches, 137 yards. Obviously, DeAndre Swift got in the end zone. And man, that defense was getting healthy, and although fuck you, whatever his name is, Austin Booker, for being a dirty bitch and keep hitting Jordan Love low, still was a hell of a pass rusher. And Jalen Brisker coming back for that Bears secondary, he was big. So congrats to the Bears. I'm not rooting for you, but congrats. Alright, well, this is take 2 on the last 2 games of NFL wildcard weekend. For some reason, my mic got muted and I wasn't checking, and I went back and my clips were mute, so that sucks. But we're going to re-talk about them. Bills versus Jaguars. The other 2 are fine. I've actually edited them completely, so now we got to get these done. Hey, here we go. Josh Allen carries the Bills to a 3-point win at the Jags for Buffalo's first road playoff victory in 33 years, which is an absolutely insane accomplishment, because usually when the Bills go to the playoffs, they are the division leaders. They're either beating the Patriots for the division or they're just not making the playoffs. That's kind of how it goes, especially with Tom Brady being in there for over 15 years. So that makes sense. Josh Allen took a pounding and doled out punishment, looking every bit like the reigning MVP. Obviously, he's not going to win MVP this year. And these are going to be some really short videos because honestly, I didn't watch this or the Niners game, even though I was very much rooting for the Niners and I was rooting for the Jags to win this game just for my picks. One of them went well, one of them didn't. Shout out to Josh Allen. Obviously, what a season for Liam Cohen and the Jacksonville Jaguars. There was the whole thing with the press conference and they were kind of talking to Liam, oh, you had a good year. You're not really supposed to do that if you're a reporter. I'm being honest, it seems kind of condescending and very unprofessional. So whatever, that aside, let's kind of look at the performers because I really, again, don't have much to say. Josh Allen, although he wasn't able to get the ball down the field in the greatest way, he still threw 28 for 35 and a touchdown. And Trevor Lawrence, I think this is about his 3rd or 4th playoff game by now. Obviously, they had that huge comeback against the Chargers, and obviously Justin Herbert. We didn't really talk about that game, but he has yet to win a playoff game in his career because of stuff like that. But Trevor Lawrence, 18 for 30, 207 yards, 3 touchdowns, but 2 picks. One of them was kind of the game sealer. And against a guy like Josh Allen, you really can't turn the ball over because Josh Allen will give you turnovers every now and then. When the playoffs roll around, you really can't do it. Travis Etienne had a very efficient 10 carries for 67 yards. You get Parker Washington getting 7 catches, 107 yards, and a touchdown. And Khalil Shakir, although he wasn't the greatest threat out there, he still had 12 catches, so he was really the guy catching the ball. I'm kind of disappointed in guys like Gabe Davis, Keon Coleman, especially this year overall. But you look at this Bills defense, Gregory Rousseau, Shaq Thompson, 2 veterans really sorting it out. So shout out to the Bills. Up next, man, probably one of my favorite games of the week because I just love that the Niners were able to beat the Eagles. And honestly, fuck Eagles fans, they're absolute scums. But kind of getting into this, man, Brock Purdy and the 49ers eliminate the defending Super Bowl champion Eagles with a 4-point win in a wild card game. And obviously, it is very hard to go back-to-back in the Super Bowl. I think Brady did it. Obviously, Mahomes did it. But besides that, over the last century, no one's really done it, I don't believe. So for them to go back-to-back would have been difficult anyway. But to lose in the wild card, I mean, man, that's gotta sting. After making it on the biggest stage, yeesh, man, crazy wild card game. Jawan Jennings hid his eyes behind sunglasses but could not hide his emotions with the San Francisco 49ers set to play an NFC postseason rubber match in Seattle. I think that's really awesome. 2 weeks after they lost by 10, 13-3, kind of had a very disappointing performance. For them to be able to get the rematch, I think that's great. I think that's going to be a good game. Now, obviously, I think Seattle's probably going to win again, but Jawan Jennings, what a touchdown pass. Brock Purdy was talking about it in interviews. This was a really good game. Pretty choppy, pretty sloppy game. Not a whole lot of offense, but you can expect that when you have to go against the Eagles defense. Now, for the other side, the Eagles offense, I mean, my goodness, Jalen Hurts could not get the ball down the field despite 20 for 35 and a touchdown. He is not better than Jordan Love. I'm just going to go out there and say that. A lot of people are making comparisons. The guy's damn near not a top 10 quarterback. If you want to put him in the top 10, that's fine, but based on his production this year as a passer, it's not there. If guys aren't shoving his ass, he had fucking 10 rushing touchdowns this year. That is insane. Most running backs in the NFL don't even get that much. Saquon sure as hell didn't, I don't believe. Maybe he did. But Saquon was really the only guy out there. 26 carries for 106 yards. That's really all they had. And man, Brock Purdy, 18 for 31, 262 yards and 2 touchdowns. He threw 2 picks, but it really doesn't matter when you turn the ball over to the Eagles and they don't do a damn thing with the ball. Demarcus Robinson was phenomenal. I thought he was a pretty young guy, but he's actually been in the league for a while. 6 catches, 111 yards, and a touchdown. His experience just showed. I mean, they have Keon White, but really this is a fractured Niners defense, and they played really good. I mean, obviously Jalen Hurts also played bad, but for the circumstances, I think the Niners defense was fantastic. I'm really happy they made it to the divisional. I don't think they're going to win the next game, but it's great to see them get a wild card win after such a loss of morale with all the injuries, and even this game, George Kittle. So shout out to the Niners. Okay, so kind of getting to the end of this one, there's really no point in talking about the Steelers and Texans, although it may or may not be the last game of Aaron Rodgers' career. It's still not really worth talking about, so I'm going to kind of save him the misery. He's one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time. What a fucking career. One of my favorite, probably my favorite NFL player of all time, besides maybe Devontae Adams. But man, it does suck to see him go, but what a fucking career. It's not a sad thing, it's more of a celebratory thing. But really good games this week, 4 really good wild card games. We'll be back for 4 more games with the divisional round. We'll see what happens there. My predictions are Rams are going to beat the Bears, the Seahawks are going to beat the Niners, the Patriots are going to beat the Texans, and the Bills are probably going to end up beating the Broncos. I'm not going to lie to you. So with that being said, I'm out, guys. So leave a like, comment, subscribe, go do all that stuff. Go check out all the socials. We're posting a lot of fucking videos. I'm going to get going on this on Tuesday tomorrow, so should have it pretty shortly.